everybody, it's Sarah back again. So I have the wool from part 1, and you should be able to hear me, hopefully you can. And look at all that sparkle. So that's the dark part, and we have this bright rainbow blend. Be careful because I got the hackle out, and we're going to make this into an awesome creation. This is what I've been planning. So I'm going to start with just this, and I got my hackle on here. I haven't tried this before, so hopefully the hackle stays. But with this wool, so nicely easy to draft apart, as long as I don't poke myself. I don't think I have to worry about the hackle coming flying at me. Is the last thing I want for this to happen, because these are sharp, so incredibly sharp. So much so I've made 4 little tiny pin pokes in my chin when I accidentally leaned down forward once. It was so sharp that I didn't even feel it except for it started to burn. So I'm just gonna create this cool blend. Now I have to say that the rainbow that I put together was just so magnificent and majestic that now I have some of that dyed roving that you see me dye the rainbows in about a week or 2 prior. This is so like awesome that I kind of want to blend that into, say, some Rolex and make something very super sparkly, because I have a lot of Angelina that I purchased. So I'm just being really careful and putting on wool fiber. Let's just get that little tuft on there. And I'm not going to stack this too much. This will probably be about good, because for my plans, it's probably going to take quite a few rounds of just blending this on the hackle. Now this is superwash merino wool that I dyed up, and yeah, doing it like this is getting it super blended. Now, like I've mentioned before, when I try to dye something tonal like the black, it generally doesn't dye everything all evenly, so I am just left with some of the really cool, just, it turns like gray, and then parts of it is like brown and blue, where it doesn't quite strike all the way through consistently. So I knew that would be really cool, but I quite like the charcoal, and adding in extra sparkle literally makes it look like outer space. This is what I'm doing with my rainbow. I might have gone a little overboard on the Firestar, and it wasn't like my plan to, but I'm thinking that it's gonna work just fine, because I know I have a lot more wool than I do Firestar, and it's super bright, and I'm just blending it all together with my hackle. It's awesome. Yes. So right now, with my spinning wheel being kind of out of commission, I did buy some Loctite glue over the weekend when I went grocery shopping. I did manage to glue it a couple times together enough that I do have a little bit of a spin kind of struggling along. And it's just some basic wool that I had dyed up, but like I'm not too thrilled with it, like the wool. It'll be cool. I'm thinking like I wanted to take that wool. I had purchased like 2 pounds of this stuff and I'm almost done spinning it. And I was thinking of originally just knitting a sweater, but I'm starting to think that maybe granny squares could be the way to go to use that up, because I think with it being different colors and everything, that's actually probably the best solution. So we're going to add in a whole plethora of rainbow right here. And next to me on the table, once I add in this little bit here, it's going to diz on out. But before I do that, I'm going to grab the camera and hopefully show you. And that would be the sound of my cats wanting in the room, because they want to be wherever I am. And I am in my happy place with all the sparkle and the fiber. This is going to be so awesome, hopefully. I know, buddy. My cat was crying. So I am going to take one of my rainbow dizzes. This is what I made in the Palmer Clay episode video. And try not to behold my messy room. But that is what's happening. So hopefully you can see it. And I am going to diz this up. I really should have like a basket below me, but we're gonna make do. So I'm gonna take my crochet hook, loop it on through, got that ready. Lift this up, and we're going to pull this through. I'm gonna carefully diz this off the board. don't worry, I will use this up. I am going to blend these later into Rolex to do some pin loom squares at the end. So I'm gonna hold that off to the side and gently line this up for you. And it's not a consistent type of roving, but it definitely has both light and dark with it. And I would love to get some better lighting down the road, but I'll work with what I got. So this is what's happening. Super sparkly. That fire star is very well blended this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend on the Hackle a lot than the rest of the stuff. So stay tuned and hopefully I can get a spindle cleared up so I can spin this up nicely. That right there is the finished blended and dizzed off fiber, and this is totally basically how I envisioned it happening. Now the colors are so interesting, but that's basically it. This is going to be used to blend together and make Rolex. It's going to be dark charcoal with like rainbow and stuff. Now this came from Fiber Diet. Oh, diet. Oh, I get it. And so these are the neon black light responsive that I just said purchase, and then these are some little bonuses. I am considering, this one is Kapak. I have never heard of this fiber, and I don't even know what it feels like yet. But this is so this blue is hollow. If I get it close enough, you can see the hollow. And this is just some pink that I super duper love. It's gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna check out this. The best way that I like to deal with sari silk is because usually it's so very long, I like to snip it into 2 or 3, maybe 4-inch lengths, so it's not like super huge, because then it just makes a mess of things. And then this, I don't know, but these were like a little bonus, and I'm like, oh, bonus fiber. Seriously love it. All about that sparkle. So anyway, I'm gonna get that on a spindle. Once I free up a spindle, that's gonna go on my blending board. I'm gonna maybe go just a smidge crazy with more of this. Got plenty to go around. That's when I don't go overboard on. Sparkle, yes. I might add in some of this blue hollow, but we'll see. So anyway, look for that sometime down the road. And as always, go make something sparkle. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care.